Okay, so today we're going to do 6.3. So let's go ahead and do 6.3, solving proportions using cross products. If you go to, we are on page 292 of your book. We're on page 292. Okay. Every pair of ratio has two cross products. A cross product of two ratios is the product of the numerator of one ratio and the denominator of the other ratio. Okay. So as we've discussed this before, we already know how to do this. So let's kind of jump right into the examples here. So let's do example number one. If we go to example number one, we have tell whether the ratios form a proportion. So we have two ratios here. We have 9/51 and we have 6/34. So the question is whether or not these two form a proportion, okay? If they do form a proportion, you can set them equal to each other and their cross product would be the same, okay? So let's verify this. So our cross product here is the numerator of one and the denominator of the other. 9 times 34. And over here we have 6 times 51. Okay, so this side you're going to get, if I multiply it by 9, I get 63306. Okay, so this would be 306 here, and on this side I get 306 also. So yes, indeed, the cross product works and they're the same, so therefore it forms a proportion. Okay, so this one forms a proportion. So let's look at B, see if B works. You go to B, we have 12/20, and the other one is 32/50. So do the cross products, set them equal to each other and see if the cross product works. That means that 12 times 50 would have to be the same as 20 times 32. 12 times 50 is 600. And this guy here is going to be 640. So these two are not the same, which means that this does not work, which means that these two do not form a proportion, okay? So the actual, it's pretty simple. All I do is running the cross products and see if they are equal to each other, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and move on to page 293. Page 293, it says the cross products property. The cross products of a proportion are equal. Okay, that's what it means, okay? Given that 2/5 is equal to 6/15, if you do the cross multiplication, they're both 30, okay? All right, so it's pretty simple. If you're in algebra, if you want to do it in algebra, you can go like this and say if these two form a proportion, AD, the cross product here, is equal to BC. Okay? All right. All right, so let's go ahead and do example number 2. Example number 2, we have hair growth. Human hair grows about 0.7 centimeters in 2 weeks. How long does hair take to grow 14 centimeters? Okay, so the ratio is 0.7 centimeters every 2 weeks. Okay, and I want to know how long it takes to go to 14 centimeters, and it's going to be how many weeks. Okay, I don't know what that is, so we'll call that X. And we're just going to go ahead and do the cross multiplication. So I have 0.7 times x is equal to, over here I get 2 times 14. 2 times 14 is 28. So x is going to be equal to, if I divide both sides by 0.7, right there. If I do this, I'm going to get 40. So it looks like the answer is 40 weeks. Okay, 40 weeks. All right, and oh, we're done. That's it. It's a pretty short section. Okay. So let me go ahead and give you your homework for this section. Oops. Your homework for this section is going to be 12 through 41. So let's go ahead and start working on that.